Nintendo has launched a new console, but not exactly what you're thinking. It's for emerging markets, aka China. Specially made console for China and, quote, lower income consumers and those with less gaming experience and people from developed countries.
Yeah, so it runs on diesel.
Yay.
Yeah. Kickstart it. You know?
No.
I think this is smart. I think I used to work at Nintendo a long time ago in the customer service department. So
and you were telling me that there was kind of a feeling that, yes, we are catering to the casual people.
Yeah.
We don't care if we kind of take it to that next level of technological innovation.
Nintendo feels that they are best served reaching out to the gamers that don't exist yet. And that is something that has been part of their corporate culture ever since the launch of the GameCube. They zigged when everybody zagged. They designed it in a way that wasn't massively appealing to hardcore gamers, but the ease of the controls got a rabid following, and there are some classic games there. And as they move forward, I think they are realizing they've saturated the market. Casual gamers have the Wii. Casual gamers like that are pretty, I don't really know how they choose their games because I'm not one, but these emerging markets, to them, it's the exact same scenario they were in 4 years ago, 5 years ago with the Wii, a while ago with the Wii now, 6 years ago, a long time ago with the Wii, where they're going after people that have never played a system in their life. And they understand that, 12 shoulder buttons, that somebody who started with the Nintendo 2 button and eventually grew system to system to system, that's stages of development. You get to learn. And I don't think that we have systems like that. I think we had all
kind of suspected that was Nintendo's goal, but it's interesting to hear that was the company culture.
It's always, Nintendo doesn't think about things specifically as how much money can we make out of something. They were very happy just being profitable and not being competitive. If now we see Nintendo making all these moves because they have been operating at a loss for the last 2 years, and that's a position Nintendo's never been in before.
They are operating at a $456 million annual loss. The year before that, $530, so it's slightly less bad, though it's pretty damn bad. So is this going to dig them out of the hole?
Well, I mean, say what you want about Nintendo and their losses, their profits as of late. They've always been ahead of the growing trends. They, invaded that, young kids and stay-at-home parents market before Sony and Microsoft even thought about it. And that's a big trend for the PS4 and the Xbox One, is we want to be a home entertainment system. Well, Nintendo was already kind of doing that, already reaching that market. So it'll depend on how successful they are, but if they're reaching, to this new low-income market, they're clearly targeting casuals, which, I don't want to alarm you, but it's a much bigger market than hardcore gamers these days.
Absolutely.
And they spend more money.
Well, actually, they're going to be up against Xbox One, which will be launching in China this summer after the decade-long ban on consoles. And they recently also disclosed their plans for censorship on games that were released. So it seems like they are kind of going head-to-head with Microsoft again.
I mean, look at software developers. These companies are putting all their money into the bet that people are much more willing to buy $52 games than two $50 games. And that's been true. I mean, EA's making money hand over fist with their portable tablet mobile gaming.
Let's look at the product that Nintendo has traditionally had, like looking at Nintendo's first-party properties versus the properties that are currently being developed for Xbox One. Who do you think is going to have a better chance getting that past Chinese censors? Nintendo has so much content from the last 30 years that we all still love playing every day, and none of it's objectionable. They are going to have no problems with Chinese censorship. If this gamble pays off for Nintendo, I see them winning in a different way than just dominating a next-gen market. They are going to, once again, create millions and millions and millions of loyal Zelda fans and Mario fans and Yoshi fans and all those characters that we're obsessive in love. They're going to give them easy access to. That's the play. Nintendo's going to make a mint on the software.
I was thinking of, I think of Nintendo as like my friend that I haven't checked in on in a long time. And then I feel kind of like, oh, I hope you do better. Okay, I'll see you next time. But this seems like a good alternate plan for them to succeed.
At this point, I think they see the writing on the wall. I don't think they're not going to be able to create much more headway. They're too far behind with Xbox One and PS4. they have a whole new development cycle that they need to jump in on now just to try to catch up. And those two systems are already working on their next system. So unless they carve out a new niche, they're in trouble.
Well, this might be it.
Exactly.
What do you think of Nintendo's plans to launch a new console, a different console for emerging markets, i.e. China? Let us know what you think below in the comments, and please be sure to subscribe.